I don't know if we've got to ask you about your take on the 12th man tradition, giving the guy the jersey. What's kind of your thought on that and your process maybe for picking that next guy?
Yeah, I think obviously it's something that's very special to Texas A&M tradition, and so we want to make sure we take our time, we do it right. We got a really good chance to go through spring and evaluate the roster. I think we've got it narrowed down to a few guys. Now what we want to do is kind of give the team an opportunity to kind of vote on who they think should wear 12, and I think that's kind of how we're going to do it.
College Station is so centrally located to some of the nation's biggest cities, but Houston in particular is closest to. When did you kind of become aware of how important recruiting was to A&M from Houston?
Probably 12 hours on the job the last time I was here. Listen, I don't know who I'm talking to.
Okay.
So I think the first guy we went after when I got hired last time was Leon O'Neal, and he was a Cypress kid, and you start driving around this area, and there's such great school districts down here, and obviously the proximity to College Station is really critical and really important, so it's really good.
I haven't got to talk to you since spring ended. Just your overall thoughts, how everything went, spring, settling in, getting this team ready to go.
Yeah, I think obviously we're a work in progress, which you would expect. I thought the kids made tremendous strides during the spring, but we got a long way to go. We got a lot of work to do this summer, a lot of work to do in fall camp before we're ready to go for Notre Dame.
Now that you had 6-7 months to assess the roster and obviously mold it a little bit in your vision, what do you think of the talent you have on hand? Do you have the talent to accomplish what you guys think you can?
Yeah, I mean, listen, with these kinds of jobs, you don't have a long leash to get it done. And so it's less about evaluating whether we have the talent to get it done. I think it's more about evaluating the talent we have and then formulating a plan to get it done, right? You don't have time to try to figure out what you have, what you don't have. You just got to figure out how to take the roster you have and mold it into a winner as quick as you possibly can, and obviously that's what we hope to do.
With the House first NCAA settlement coming out today, how much of that affected your day-to-day job, and moving forward, how much do you feel like that's going to affect kind of the day-to-day job of a head football coach?
Well, you're the first I've heard of it coming down today, so obviously I'm aware of it. I'm aware of what's going on. I think there's still so many unknowns about what it's going to look like, the specifics. So I think right now you just have this general feeling that there's going to be a big sweeping change to what this looks like in 2025 and beyond. But from a coaching perspective, where we try to live is certainties, and how do we formulate a plan based on certainties, we certainly don't have the ability to know what the specifics are, so it's hard to think too much about it.
For guys that were limited during spring, your Cam Dewberry, your Shamar Turner, Aki, Donovan Green, Eli White, are they all back, or are there still some of them still trying to make their way?
No, I think most of those guys are back. Obviously, we haven't done anything yet. The kids have been on vacation since finals, and so they'll report back Sunday night. We'll start getting to work next week, but we don't anticipate having any problems going into summer.
Freshman moved in today, right?
Yeah.
How's that going so far? Any unexpected developments on that front?
No. Everything went just like we thought. They all had rooms, which was great. They all brought the stuff they needed to move into those rooms, and so real smooth process.
Everybody supposed to be there is here.
Yeah.
Like when you go watch like a Cleveland Browns practice, what do you learn from that? Like what do you try to gain from that in terms of your job?
First off, I learned that I can't go anywhere without being noticed, apparently. No, that's something I've always tried to do, and I certainly don't think it's unique or it's unique to me. You get this opportunity to kind of go out and professionally develop, and it's just something I've always tried to take advantage of. I've known Coach Stefanski for a really long time. I coached him when he was a college football player, and so him and I have talked a lot over the years, and just the opportunity presented to go up there, spend a day or two with him, it was great.
Do you guys have any spots you need to fill on the roster, or are you guys set now?
We can't. There's none left. So we're at 85. We're locked in with where we want to be, and so unless you can get free agency invented, we're kind of locked in where we are.
That Notre Dame game already had so much hype. Now College GameDay is coming. Is that kind of neat from your perspective, based on your prior experience from Notre Dame and then their quarterback as well? Just how it's kind of a small circle of things as well, but also the hype of College GameDay coming.
Yeah, I think obviously, listen, College GameDay puts a spotlight on our campus, and that's phenomenal. And then there's a big full circle moment for me, because the last time we hosted it was 2018, which was really the first big game I played in Kyle Field against Clemson, right? And so now being back as a head coach, getting that spotlight again, having another big game in Kyle, be a great way to start the season.
All right.